today. Throw to the running back in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a wide receiver screen. They bring him down after a short gain there. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Alabama getting set for their 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the ball at midfield. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He makes the grab.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it down to the back. Across the 40. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They can't stop him. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They'll try the option play here. Ball carrier tackled there.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
3rd down after that running play. Quick throw caught on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Short game, what's going to be the final play of the first period. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hauls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Bama. They connect for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's looking deep again. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tough running there, there, but not quite enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Fights off a defender. The Wildcat will picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Direct snap. Breaks free. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7.
Here we go, here we go.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense is still clicking.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. He's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Bad coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
The quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Defense moving receivers around now before the snap. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finds room at the 30. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route, and I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
The screen pass complete to the running back. play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
And it's a direct snap. Breaks into open space. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. Just air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. With some space, just runs through a man, a mismatch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep downfield to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They look to throw it here on second down. He finds the running back in the flat. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. The loss sets up a second and long from the 20.
You know, Chris, we call games every single week. It's not very often you see teams lose yards like this and then get right back to the line and go up-tempo. Let's see if it works out.
You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down.
Hey, 27.
Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kurt, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now in a rivalry game to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's the first down and more. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. It is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
It's the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. A quick throw out left, complete. Putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Great connection there for 6 points. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Now the important point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Satellite. 414 satellite. Flag. Cross. Ready. To the line.
They open the 4th by going to the air. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
They make the stop at the 25, and it's 1st and 10 for this offense. And Kirk Dufford's over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Looking to throw yet again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete again. A 3rd straight misfire. Brings up 4th down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass back. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, LSU. They jump on top back here in the 4th. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. If you're a defense, want to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Dump ball caught by the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. It's a run. Running back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it with room to run. Look out, he's loose. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. Football's loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. Looking for a man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Here's the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Second down, looking to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Come on, set. Ready up.
They'll go with the ground game here. That takes the handoff. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Direct snap. Making tackles and going. Touchdown, LSU. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. This one is broken out and falls incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So here we go. Down 1 score. We're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is